Hey, it's Missionary Survival. Today we're going to go over one of the ways I like to set up my hammock. Stay tuned. Just putting in 2 quick release knots like I always do for my hammock. Alright, so if you follow my work, then you know that I like to use 2 Siberian hitches on the trees and 2 quick release knots on the hammock. Now, what we're going to do here is change the height and modify it for a specific reason. Okay, so as you can see, my hammock's just a few inches off the ground. Let's discuss the benefits of this. Okay, so here we go. My fire will be in front of me, as always. The width and size of my fire depends on the temperature, you know? If it's freezing, it's going to be a bigger fire, it's going to be a wider fire. If it's summer, then it's just going to be a small ember-based fire. I mean, just, you know, logs smoldering, where I put little bits of debris on it and things like that, and I just make smoke to ward off the insects, because I don't use bug nets or anything like that. Now, by setting up my hammock so low and close to the ground and the fire, it gives me all of the benefits when it's cold weather as sleeping on the ground, because I'm going to get all the heat from the embers just like I normally do, blasting right into me, you know? Sleep just like this. I always have my head hanging over, you know? Just beautiful. And I feel all that heat on my face. Absolutely love it. It's brilliant. So it gives me all the benefits of sleeping on the ground, because I'm an inch off of it. But it takes away all of the negative of actually sleeping on the ground, because now there's no conduction with me in the ground. I'm not, you know, this ground right now is actually really wet. You know, I'm surrounded by mud. Everything's really wet right now. Everything's really cold because right now our snow is melting. We got a kind of a warm spell that came through, and our snow is melting right now, and everything is just damp, soaked, and cold though, you know? Because it's just above freezing, you know, it's high 30s, low 40s. So everything is still cold, everything's really damp and wet. It's really not a situation that you're going to be comfortable sleeping on the ground next to your fire, because the ground is so wet. So this particular setup with your hammock really excels when there's snow on the ground and you don't want to lay right on the snow, or if the ground is really, really wet. Okay, so this is one of my options I go to in the winter and in the transition months. You know, when it's real stormy and everything's soaked, and you know, the snow is melting, or the snow, you know, it's fresh snow, but then it warms up because it hasn't really frozen yet, you know, or sleet, things like that. Everything's real wet and cold. You know, the transition months and in winter, this setup works beautiful. And because I'm so low to the ground, you know, like I was saying, I still get all the benefits of my fire, my embers, and all of that. No problem at all. Okay, also, by having my blanket flapped over the front, it protects my hammock from the intense heat coming off of the fire as well. And, you know, I can still wrap up in it as I normally would, have it completely covering me, you know, all the way in front. Both pieces come right here, and it's really, really nice. Alright, this has been Missionary Survival. Appreciate your views, your comments, your support. See you in the next one. Take care.